I was specifically hired for a year.
Okay. So is this by tips by Kumar Taurani because of his forthcoming Prince?
No, this was before Prince. This was before about 5 or 6 months before he signed Prince.
Okay.
Before he signed Prince. That exercise started 4 or 5 months before. This was about a year and a half ago that Vivek hired me. The only brief that I was given, I won't say the only brief, but the underlining brief that I was given was that the image needed to be propped up. To be honest with you, I feel that Vivek as a person was always nice, is still nice. Okay? It's only the image that has changed. It's only the way people look at him, I think, which has changed. There's a company by the name of Surge Entertainment which handles Vivek Oberoi, and I was hired through them. And the underlining brief was to make it positive, make Vivek Oberoi, brand Vivek Oberoi positive. So I had devised a couple of interviews in select publications with select journalists who I trust, who are my friends, who would not go on writing about Vivek Oberoi the way Vivek Oberoi was written in the past, who would toe the line that I request them to toe as a PR. I hold little bit of clout because of other clients. What I do is I pit clients' interviews and write-ups against each other. I would say, okay, fine, you do something nice for Vivek Oberoi, I'll get you an interview with Hrithik Roshan. Or you do something nice about this one, I'll get you an interview with Govinda. You do something nice about this movie, I'll get you something to do with Farhan Akhtar's Rock On. I'll send you some exclusive pictures. I'll give you an exclusive story in return. I'll give you exclusive access to a particular actor. So the journalist falls for these gimmicks that I give out. And then I'm able to pull strings. Then I'm able to say, okay, will you do me a favor, please? Will you just avoid this Aishwarya topic with Vivek? Or will you just please, when you write about it, if you want to ask him, but will you not write this point, please?
Okay.
Okay? So the journalist says, okay. Because he knows that if he or she still goes ahead and does it, he or she stands the chance to not access Dale's clients in future. So they normally try to toe the PR's line. In the process, what the PR does is, he actually manipulates what is written or what he doesn't want to be covered. So he pulls strings with the journalists like this. These are our little games and tactics. There are other games and tactics that we play also. Now, media is always hungry for articles and write-ups because media wants content. Pages of newspapers have increased so much, they want to fill up the pages day after day, and staff is short. They're short on staff. With recession, they are still further short on staff. So what they do is they depend on outsourcing content. What we PRs do is, we PRs create content in the style and format the way journalists write content. So if we give them a good, well-written write-up or article, which is exactly in the way and style that they would want to print it in, with a news-friendly headline and a news-friendly write-up, there are chances that the write-up will come as it is at times. Because of shortage of staff and time, what the journalists would do is they would not take the trouble to go out to find something and make content and generate and sit down to write, because that little snippet will save their 25 minutes to half an hour. And in an evening when there's solid crunch and pressure to fill the pages, every 25 minutes counts for every journalist because he has to bring the next day's paper out. So what happens is, he gets tempted to use the write-up that the PR has circulated through email, through mass mail, as it is at times, or make little changes or just rewrite that, not try to go ahead and find out something new that will take him time and a couple of phone calls, or he might have to go somewhere to an event, function and find out the news. So He uses these shortcuts, and the PR takes advantage of his situation. So what he does is he gives out ready-made pictures which are A-class quality, high-resolution images which the media wants. The media's minimum requirement for resolution is 300 dpi. They have a particular size that they want in, so that when the image is printed, it does not, does not get pixelated. So the PR gives the journalist ready-made food. Just has to pick up and eat. And when you are given ready-made food, you might try to save the time to cook. So that's what we PRs do. That's the way we feed journalists. And the journalists, most of the time, when they are in a time crunch, they fall for it. And then what you read is probably what the PR wants you to read. Now if my write-up gets published as it is in a Hindustan Times or a DNA or a Bombay Times or a Midday or a Mumbai Mirror or a Navbharat Times or a Maharashtra Times or a Dainik Jagran, which has a huge circulation over the north, then my write-up is reaching out to about 10, 12, 13 lakh people, readership, that much circulation. Normally, the print order of a newspaper is called circulation. A newspaper reaches one house, 3-4 people read that newspaper in one house, that becomes the readership. So readership is about 4 times the circulation. So when Times of India carries a write-up and a Times of India reaches about 6 lakh homes,